hip hop and wrestling.
SmackDown did a really good job as well. Cody Rhodes came out, and this time I know where they were. They were in Tulsa, and because he said, "Hey, Tulsa, what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?"
And so he was in the ring doing his thing,
I love it,
trying to hype up Bash at Berlin, and then Solo Sikoa came out with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. No Jacob Fatu, so that injury, I guess, is legit. Or is it?
Put a little more emphasis on Solo Sokoa. Sokoa. Put emphasis on that Sokoa.
Solo Sikoa.
Sokoa.
Solo Sokoa.
Nobody cares, bro. They wanted Roman, bro.
Yeah, well, they got Roman a little bit later, you know. But Solo came out talking his shit. Kevin Owens came out with the chairs to save him. And then the Bloodline fled because he said out loud, "Yo, I'm looking for Roman." So, all right, cool. You know, I like that Solo was not saying, "I'm worried about Roman." He was like, "No, I'm going to look for him." So that made him continue to look strong in that particular segment. Which led to the announcement that, well, not the announcement just yet, but Cody Rhodes saying, "Hey, Kevin, you have my back. I want you to be my opponent at Bash at Berlin," which, you know, I thought it was dope for a moment.
A gentleman's gesture.
Yeah, but what did you think about him handing over a title shot versus having people fight for an opportunity?
That was my beef with it. Like, it gets like, I get that the champion should choose their challenger, but then it's just like Kevin Owens kept saying, like, "I've done nothing to earn it," and that's my thing too. Like, yeah, he hasn't had like a stellar win-loss record. Like, he'll win every now and again because it's like send the fans home happy, but he lose a lot too. He the one that get pinned in most of the matches now, especially if it's like a tag match. It ain't Randy taking the pin, it's him.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So it's like,
but it's like, if you think about it though, bro, it's like, who you think is gonna give a better match than Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens? Who would you put against Cody Rhodes?
No, it's like it obviously on SmackDown, that's probably the best choice to go with, but it's just like it honestly just doesn't make sense. This is kind of more of a flaw in just a WWE system where it's just like you don't have anybody else built really to challenge. Like, you should always have a challenger that looks worthy to challenge the champion, but they just
I agree.
They don't have one.
Yeah,
I know that, and that's how I thought about it. I felt the same way. I was like, come on, bro, like, you just can't be, you know, giving title shots out like charity. But I see why they did that, because, you know, Kevin Owens is going to give a good ass match.
Right.
But it's like, you're right. It's a flaw in them, like, not building somebody up to be next in line to, like, give a good match.
Like, even
because he already beat AJ Styles.
Right.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa was like, that's like, it felt like a big match, but even then, I don't know why, but he did not feel like he was on Cody's level to me. But I was just like, there's no way.
No, he's not.
Solo. Yeah.
I said the same thing. I already knew it, bro. It's like, no, I can't imagine Solo Sikoa coming in WWE champion, bro. I was like, nah, I don't see it.
I don't see it anytime soon. But I think he's too big. He's too big for the U.S. title, though.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, Solo will look. Solo will look weird. Solo will look weird.
I was gonna say if he was to get a title, it'd be like a U.S. title. I just don't see him being a WWE champion.
Yeah, I definitely don't see that. But I'm just saying that he's
he's too valuable above that title.
He's above the U.S. title. It'll be a step down for him to hold on to that. Does that make sense?
Right, but
yeah,
he could definitely go back and challenge for it later on or something. But I don't.
And it's not because he had his one world title championship shot, which was big, right? But just the way his character has evolved, he's in that top tier character wise in terms of relevancy on the island of relevancy. Solo Sikoa, he did a good job standing there. He's still got some work to do. He's not on Cody's level because Cody is just white hot right now. So to get a white hot competitor who you think has a chance, it makes sense to have Kevin Owens do it, just like it made sense to have Randy Orton to do it on the Raw brand, but also to mix things up. It's kind of like when you go to a department store and you're smelling cologne. They got the coffee beans there to, you smell the coffee beans to get your, I don't want to say your palate, but you get your nose clear of the last cologne you just smelled, right? So you can smell the next one. And WWE has been smelling like Bloodline all year long. So now they're trying to put them coffee beans and freshen up. Hey, let me throw this match in here for you real quick. Some shit you ain't seen in a while before we get you right back in the Bloodline mix again.
Exactly what that is.
Yeah, so at least the matches that they picked are with stars that we liked. They're also matchups we haven't seen in a while. In the case of Gunther and Randy, so we're going to be entertained, and I want to see it. Yeah, so,
I don't have a problem with Gunther Randy match because that should have a rematch because the way the first one ended, and then as far as this one, it's just like you sold me on the match, especially that promo he had about giving the rematch to Roman, and how that sold me on the match at least. But it's just like I said, it's still a clear disparity. There should have been somebody some heel that could challenge. We know he's not gonna win, but he could at least still challenge.
Right. Yeah, so we gotta build up those heels because my man, Santos Escobar ain't there yet, and I can't think of.
And I like him too. I like Santos Escobar, man. Let me put that out there. I fucks with him, man. He has the look. He has the.
I'm trying to let him grow on me. I'll bring him up just a little bit later. But we're definitely set with Bash at Berlin with 2 good matches on the card already. So that's going to be a pretty good show. And I do like the way that Kevin finally changed his mind to take that match. That was pretty smart. And so makes sense now. All is good. It's just the question is, what is Solo going to try to do to ruin it? Or is he going to focus on Roman? We'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Right now, you're checking out the SOP.
Hip hop and wrestling.